I love that you have gone so deep into Summer of Kermit that even your girlfriend's like, I'm going to get you Kermit stuff for your birthday.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know what the fuck, but like Kermit just appears everywhere now. I'm being Bader Meinhof by a thing I already knew existed.
Now, can we make fall hashtag summer of million subscribers for Save Data Team?
I don't think I have the power to do anything that's helpful.
Oh, actually, can't benefit ourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
We've benefited from Summer of Kermit. It's just like not in like a way that's really helpful.
Not in a way that's really helpful.
Like we've gotten some jokes out of it. Like
Right.
There is a benefit. It's just not very much of a good one.
Shall we start talking about games and games related things?
This is a video game podcast?
I mean, it's a Kermit podcast, but it also doubles as a video game podcast.
Every podcast I'm on is vaguely a Kermit podcast.
That's fair.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Save Data podcast for the week of April 23rd, episode 8. I am your host, David, and joining me, as always, is our big, beautiful leader. That's Zach.
Big, beautiful leader. Hello.
He's heading the charge for the Summer of Kermit. It's Chris.
If you didn't see the image I sent in Secret Project today and you're not Zach, you should go look at it because it's amazing and Zach's going to be furious.
It's fantastic.
Hey, also, if you don't know what the hell Chris is talking about, it's a channel on our Discord that is only for our patrons. So you can't see it if you're not one. So don't.
That's fine.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like.
You know what? I'll post it. I'll post
channel
it.
name.
I'm gonna post it in the default Discord and general discussion as a spoiler. I'll post a video discussion so everyone can get a taste of what's going on in secret chat.
It's a taste. If you would like to know more about the project and sort of be in the project, you have to become a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/SaveDataTeam.
Yes.
Rounding out our what do you call a group of quartet? There we go. Rounding out our quartet is our only legal counsel, Prij.
What do you call a group of white guys? A podcast.
That's what I was going to say.
If this is your first time joining us, this is the Save Data podcast where we talk about all things games, whether it's reviews, previews, random topics, things we love. Today is going to be a combination of those last two. Today we're going to be talking about one-hit wonder games, developers, pieces of franchises, generally things you had one hit and then the rest was garbage. That's it. Same as musicians. Before we get to any of that, something we forgot last week. And by we, I mean I forgot. Fantasy Critic update. Doing last week. Which is fine because really nothing happened the last episode. So only real updates we have. A couple pickups. Zach's Rectangle Enix picked up Nobody Saves the World for $1. I don't even know what that game is, but good pickup, I guess.
It's a Juice Box? Not Juice Box.
Oh, the people who make Guacamelee. Drinkbox.
Yes, it's the Guacamelee team. It's their next game. Drinkbox, thank you. They only make good games, so I trust them.
That's pretty true. They're not one-hit wonders. And then Chris's Big Games,
brother,
picked up Life is Strange True Colors that I think we all forgot about for $1. So good job, you picked that up right after I mentioned Life is Strange on the last podcast, you jerk.
Literally what happened. Thank you for your time.
In terms of games that came out and got scored, or at least have reviews out, Near Replicant version 1.22474487139, I think released last night or today. And currently sitting at an 83 on Open Critic, giving Prij Polite Cat LLC 13 points, and I think the only other one is Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion came out earlier this week, giving Chris's Big Games a 73 score from Open Critic, only 3 points. Bummer on that.
It was originally at a 65 and I was -5 points. I was like, ooh no. And then it's fine. It's averaging up, folks.
it could go up to as more people review. So
Yeah.
I think that's all that changed. So there you go. Fantasy update.
Still waiting to see if the Binding of Isaac DLC is going to get a review.
It's not looking like it.
Fucked.
Shocked by that.
Looking like it.
Yeah, I'm
Also,
so shocked.
Will any of the games I picked up come out? Doesn't look like it. They all keep getting delayed.
Deathloop will come out.
Yeah, Deathloop will come out. 12 minutes will come out.
Halo Infinite will probably come out.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. Zach, what have you been playing these past couple weeks?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I've got a little bit farther in. Goodness gracious, what's the game that all
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes, Horizon Zero Dawn.
There it is.
I think I'm like 12 hours in now. I finally got to Meridian, which is like the big hub city in the game. I am very much enjoying the game. I kind of want to save this discussion because I think we're going to do a whole episode talking about this game.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I still like it a lot too. I think I think there's a lot of good discussion to be had.
You're not as glowingly high on it as Prij and I are, though.
Correct. I think it's at least an 8.5 out for me, but I don't know if I go higher than that. That being said, I agree with you. This is probably the best new IP of the last generation. I think it's really.
And I once again don't know if that's more of a praise of Horizon or an indictment of how few new IPs we get.
I agree with that.
Come on, Kino, Bridge of Souls, whatever the fuck it's called.
Bridge of Spirits, close.
Bridge of Souls. The other thing, I don't think anybody else here has dipped into this. I started playing Pac-Man 99. Is it?
Oh yeah,
Pac-Man 60.
Yeah,
How many
no,
people?
99.
99.
Right.
Again, I didn't play for very long. I played, less than 30 minutes of it, but it's pretty fun. The biggest problem it has, Joe says Pac-Man 69. Exactly.
Nice.
No, the biggest problem it has, again, is the Nintendo Switch Online service, which can take 30 minutes to 30 seconds to a minute to connect to a match. And then I had several times where it would, I'd sit there waiting for 30 seconds for it to connect. And then it would just be like, sorry, connection failed, going back to lobby. And I'm like, motherfucker, I just want to play a game. And then once you get in, matches last surprisingly long. I had several that got over 2 minutes in length. And I was like, okay, I'm in this now. I'm ready to go. But when that match ends, I instantly want to jump back into another one and play again. And it feels like for a game that should be the most pick up and play out of any of the quote unquote battle royale games, it feels like I can play Apex or Fortnite or something, and I will be able to get back into a new match faster than it does with this game, which is just simulating Pac-Man, which does feel like a problem.
Yes.
But the game is really fun. I definitely do not have not mastered the finer levels of play, but the way it's kind of twists the Pac-Man formula of hey, it's the same map every time, just like almost every battle royale, but you go around. Obviously, you're playing Pac-Man. I don't have to tell you how Pac-Man works, but as you touch the power pellets, which normally turn the ghost blue.
Wait, sorry, is that the canonical name of those items? They're power pellets?
Yeah,
they're power pellets.
To make your rabbit shit better? What is this?
No, they're power pellets.
No, it's fine.
Waka waka.
Just what they're called, dude.
I don't know what I called them.
Haven't you seen the Pac-Man Christmas special?
No.
Oh, you're fucking missing out.
I've seen the hit film Pixels.
You are missing out.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, of 2 hours.
That's all I can say about that one.
No, but the I guess the fun twist is that there, over the course of the game, they'll be spawn these shadows of ghosts, and as you run over them, it basically creates a train behind a ghost. And so when you pick up one of the power pellets and turn the ghost blue, you suddenly have a line of 20 ghosts to just run through, and it feels so fucking good to just boom, 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 and then you just fuck over some poor bastard. And obviously the same thing can happen to you where it'll create traps on the field, and if you go over them, you drastically reduce in speed. And then once you get to like, oh, you're in the top 20, those traps will actually also chase you. And pretty much if the traps at that point, if the chasing traps catch you, you get to such a slow speed that you're pretty much boned. But it's really fun. I wish it was easier to get to like the high point of the game, but once you're there, like you kind of hit the flow state, which is great.
Would you say that Pac-Man 99 has come a long way since Pac-Man?
Tentatively, yes. Yes. Apart from that, I really don't. I can't think of something else that I've played. So I think that's all for me.
All right, Chris, how about you? You still playing that Horizon Zero Dawn?
I played a little bit of Horizon, not a ton. I mean, I've already beaten this game, so I'm not like a super big rush to beat it. I am taking my time getting all the collectibles, a lot of Banuk trophies, a lot of doing the hunting grounds, a lot of picking up the fancy flowers. You know, video games. Yeah, but like I'm pretty close to the end because I know where I am in the story. I beat all the DLC stuff. DLC's great. So I'm mostly just like checking off all the little boxes, doing all the side quests before I go and finish the damn thing. So not a lot to say there. I have like, you know, the second to final armor and all that jazz. And then so yeah, Horizon's kind of in a holding pattern, I guess. Been playing a little bit more Valorant. Love that game. It's good. I am shocked to admit it. I updated and played a little more Apex just to get back into it prior to season 9 or 8. I forget what it's called. Legacy is the next season.
9 sounds right.
I think it's 9, which I'm very excited for because the trailer looked dope, and Apex is a good game, and now it's going to have what's probably Team Deathmatch or possibly something similar. So we're all here for that. But mostly, almost entirely, I've been playing a software. In Steam. And I don't give a shit if you're watching this. You get to hear this. If not, whatever. In RPG Maker XP, my usage time is at 99.7 hours.
God damn, you've been going at it.
Have I left it on for at least 2 to 3 nights, just like overnight? Yes. Is my usage time in this still incredibly high? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Wow. Okay, shit. I'm impressed. I did not know that like this much work had already been put into this project.
Okay, so I'll talk about this without talking about it a little bit. Like up until now, this project, which you'll all learn more about next week, has been a lot of like understanding how the like internal logic of building this game works. Is just like, okay, this is how they made these two things connect. Now I have to just make other things connect in the same way. It's just like building Legos. I just gotta follow the instructions. Then I get to adding the marquee enemies to areas, and like Sisyphus pushing the fucking boulder uphill. You have to edit. This is not a joke. I have to edit 4 text files, go into RPG Maker, turn something on for each individual area, close RPG Maker, reopen the text files, resave all of them, open an additional text file, change 4 values, then it works. It's fucking bullshit, folks.
I would say there has to be a better way, but
there's only one way.
That's wild.
Folks, it's bullshit. Anyway, you'll all learn more about this next week. This is a project mostly by myself and Jason. I think the jokes I have written are fucking banger.
I've only seen 2, and they're very good.
And I highly recommend going into the house next to yours and the demo version you have.
I'll have to check it out.
And the work Jason has done is something that truly only Jason could do.
Oh boy!
Out of us, yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, look, Jason's a crazy person, but his knowledge level is I can't comprehend how he knows that much about certain topics.
Listen, Jason knows 4 things: chocolate milk, calzones, Fire Emblem, and this thing.
He famously he listed 3 things in Secret Project. He didn't list Fire Emblem, which to me is so wild.
Which is very, very, very funny.
Yeah, when he said that.
But we will now stop beating around the bush for a project you guys can't know about until it goes public next week. But you'll
Alicia
see it next
does
week.
ask, is there a character named Sisyphus in there?
There will be now.
No, but there is one NPC that I think like has the funniest bit of dialogue. I just cannot wait till we get to.
I hope there's a character named Boldy from the hit game.
That was
Hades by Super.
It's called Golem.
That was
Sorry,
almost a
I'm
question
sorry.
in Chaos Jeopardy, but Prij wasn't on it, so I was like,
I mean, I think the rest of us played Hades. You
Yeah,
could have done it.
yeah,
all
but
did that, no.
that's Prij's joint, and I already kept in the Shailene Woodley joke.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
The only joke I appreciated more was Slam Man because
the Slam Man callback.
because that's just something special. That's something special for the people who have been here since the beginning.
Which
All
is
3
nobody.
people.
Yeah, all 3 people who were
Look,
around or I guess lived with him.
Chaos Jeopardy exists for 2 reasons: to make Zach angry for the amusement of the fans, and to
Yeah.
make us laugh.
Oh, Prij, what have you been playing other than some Chaos Jeopardy?
I finished Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nice.
It was excellent. Very, very good game. A couple flaws peeked through near the end, and there's a couple nitpicks I can give on the game as a whole. But overall, it was an absolutely phenomenal game. Very good gameplay, good story, beautiful world, a lot of good design choices and such. Very, very excited for Horizon Forbidden West. I will probably try and replay the game through again on New Game Plus on the highest difficulty.
Oh my god.
Because that will be the last 2 trophies I need to get every PlayStation trophy on it. And
The trophy bug has grabbed you now that you have a PlayStation 5.
I mean, not they kind of grabbed me on Steven. I was always someone who strived for 100% in games, so this is nothing new for me. And the game isn't super punishing to die over and over again, so even if Ultra Hard's a nightmare, I mean, whatever. I started a campfire 5 steps away from my objective every time anyway, so it's probably not an unbearable experience to beat on the hardest difficulty anyway.
That's true.
Sorry to interrupt you. I did have a thing last night when I was playing where I was like, oh, cool, here's a corrupted zone. Let me knock this out. And I died, and it reloaded me back before I just like done a shit ton of trading with the trader.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't it just save before? Like, I get that's why you have save points in the game, but I was like,
it's just
please
weird
let me-
going back to that from like just I feel like a year or 2 after Horizon. Everything
like every
was just
game had.
you don't even have save points. You just die and come back close. And now going back it's changing a mentality thing.
Because it was totally like I had like 600 bits and I needed to sell a shit ton of things to like make this one like armor buy work and do all the stuff. And then I was like, fuck, I have to remember what were the things I sold but kept.
What things weren't useful to me.
And I
didn't mind selling them.
Yeah, like it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was like, exactly what David just said, where I was like, this seems like something that feels dated, but like this game was only made a few years ago.
Yeah.
But it's still great. Still great.
Other than that, I have also played and I'm just about finished with the 2016 Ratchet and Clank remake.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Which is fun. Even though the movie sucked, it's kind of funny that they made it sort of like a movie tie-in. I think that was a clever story framing device. And it was good because I haven't literally played a Ratchet and Clank game since the last time I had a PlayStation, which was PS2. So I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game since Deadlocked. So it was a good sort of reminder for me that this series has still aged well, and I definitely will most certainly get a Rift Apart, unless obviously it like tanks in the ratings, but I highly doubt that. So this is a good sort of teaser to make sure I did want to get Rift Apart when it comes out in a month or 2.
That's June, right? Like 11th or something?
I believe so. Yeah, exactly.
That's not far away at all.
What have you been playing, David?
Well, I mean, like everyone else here, I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I'm probably the coldest on the game from the sounds of it, though.
Interesting.
I'm enjoying it, but I am certainly not in love with it, and there are a lot of things that which we'll cover all that when we do a spoiler cast on the game. And I'm pretty far, I think. I'm at the point Prij was at last save data cast.
Oh wow, you like blew past me then.
Yeah, I played a
depending on how much side stuff you're doing, yeah, you're not too far away.
I have done a lot of, like, pretty much every side quest that has been available. I haven't done the hunting grounds, though. There's no reason to do those until. And then, because I think describing it from Chris's terms last time, I am past the long table, but I have not gotten to the round table.
Oh my fucking god, these tables.
I finished the game and I still don't know exactly what he's referring to because I've passed through several other tables.
These fucking tables.
I think I know what table he was referring to, but there could technically be like 2 or 3 other tables.
It's the table with a lot of people sitting at it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I know which one you're referring to.
The Last Supper? What are we talking about? What's it?
Yes.
Well, the thing about that is it's kind of on the nose, isn't it?
This game is actually a precursor to the Bible. Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alert.
It takes place thousands of years after current time, but before Jesus.
In Act 2, Jesus shows up as a main character, helps out
Aloy. Aloy is actually Mary Magdalene from the Bible.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert that I completely made up out of nowhere.
Mean, look, you could probably make an argument that Aloy is a Christ parable. I mean, it's pretty easy to make an argument for that in most media. So.
I was going to say, every hero can be a Christ parable if you twist it enough.
Listen, I'm pretty sure me and Zach both had this guy during high school, but we had to watch The Matrix several times for my class and write a paper about how Neo is Jesus and how all these other people linked to like Christ-like figures. And it was so bullshit.
Fun fact, I had that teacher. He was a character for my sophomore year religion class, and then because again we went to a Catholic school, and then in my senior year I somehow got him again because he taught sophomores and seniors, and guess what, this dude straight up gave the same curriculum, did not change it, so I had to watch the fucking Matrix and tell him why Neo was Jesus twice.
That's just excellent.
I ended up finding
that is pretty awesome.
I ended up finding all my old papers that I wrote for him the first time, and
you lucked out. Just
used them again.
I just remember watching it like collectively probably 3 times because we kept telling him we were further behind each class than we were, and he didn't care because he was fucking old and didn't give a shit.
I did have a theology teacher who loved Notre Dame so much that he found a way to incorporate Rudy into every
great movie.
Good
another teacher
discussion.
Oh my god.
It didn't matter what class he was, you were going to watch Rudy during it.
Great, awesome. I love him.
Notre Dame.
Oh man,
what a trash school! There, I said it.
God,
that's kind of true. Other than Horizon, the other thing I've been playing a good amount of is the Unbeatable demo. You're in our Discord. You probably saw me link this a bunch, trying to get people to kickstart it, which it has been kickstarted. We're good. Thanks everyone.
Now your watch has ended.
But it's basically a very cool anime style rhythm game where legitimately there's only 2 buttons. That's it. 2-button rhythm game. But it has entirely original music, original art. It's got a very cool system where you're both dodging and hitting with the 2 buttons. So there's just 2 tracks and you're going between them, but you have to dodge, hit. You can be on both at the same time, which is a little weird. It's got some kinks. It's a very early demo of the game. But the devs on Discord have been utterly fantastic. So if you like rhythm games, go check out the demo. It's free to download off of itch.io. Just search Unbeatable. It's the first thing that'll come up. Give it a shot. It's super cool. If you've got feedback, give it to the devs. They already fixed a ton of bugs, and Like literally the first day I couldn't play the hardest difficulty because it just lagged out and crashed. And like the next day they fixed it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is great. Now I can play the actual fun difficulties. So it's great. I am super looking forward to the full release. And there's supposedly a demo coming to Steam soon called Unbeatable White Label that has the non-rhythm game pieces that are supposed to be in the final game, the demo. It has like an open world. You can talk to characters, do some mini games that should be in that demo. So keep an eye out for that. When it comes out, I'll probably play it and talk about it here. The only other game I've been playing is Tales of Destiny, which I am almost done with finally. I got super pissed off because the game crashed after I did an entire dungeon and I didn't save, so I put that on hold for a few weeks and finally started coming back to it like 2 days ago. So
Timeout.
It was in timeout. Like that dungeon can fuck off. So Tales of Destiny has the opposite problem that Tales of Fantasia had, where the beginning, probably like 15 hours were really good, and now the ending like 5 are really great. So opposite issue that the previous game had, which is just weird. I don't get how they did that in design wise, but full review eventually coming to our channel. I think that's it though. I don't think So that means it's time for one hit wonder games.
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
Was trying to think of a song just saying that was a one hit wonder. Couldn't come up with. Got nothing.
Are You Gonna Be My Girl? I don't know if that's one hit wonder or not, but I think it might be.
By Jet? Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
really have another
Yeah,
banger.
that qualifies.
Cotton Eye Joe. Nobody can even name the artist who wrote that one.
That's true.
Absolutely.
House of the Rising Sun?
Oh, Ice Ice Baby. Yep.
Oh, no. The number one hit wonder. Mambo number 5.
That was Ricky Martin, right?
No.
Huh.
It's a guy, again, I can't remember his name. Lou Vega. I think it's Lou Vega. Who literally like made a bunch of merch around it because he knew he would never write another song that was that catchy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just made his millions and then pieced the fuck out.
I respect that. Most of these video games and video companies did not do that though. So I'm gonna start us off with one that I didn't realize this had happened until I was looking through a list of games. I'm gonna start us off with LA Noire.
Damn it! That's like the only good one I had, you son of a bitch. I did terrible this time. You took the only good one I had.
Well, I thought Rockstar made this game. Turns out they didn't.
Nah, dog.
They published this game.
Team Bondi.
Team Bondi literally released LA Noire in May of 2011, and by August, they were out of business and closed.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, these people fucking sucked. They treated their employees absolutely horribly, and they had 130 people that were uncredited in the game that had worked either at the company and left or worked at the company and been laid off. Yes, you heard me right. They took people off the credits that the Team Bondi laid off, which is...
Wait. Bad management in my video game development? Never.
In a Rockstar published game? What? Shocking. It's just so fucking wild to me that they made such huge strides in facial technology in video games. Like, they pioneered a lot of facial capture in video games. The reason that modern video games have mostly very good facial capture. And they just disappeared. In, 3 months? They were gone. Completely disappeared. 30 people went to work for some movie studio afterwards, and then that folded. Apparently, Corley Barlog was involved with the second studio, which is weird. Very briefly. And then they folded and he went to Crystal Dynamics or something. But yeah.
I thought you were going to say he folded and he went to Crystal Meth.
Times is tough.
He folded and he just started doing meth.
Oh, and he used that experience to help him write God of War.
One thing though, the developers actually made a website called LA Noire Credits that was a version of the credits to LA Noire that included the 130 people that were taken off.
What is happening?
Interesting.
It was crazy. Like, I didn't realize all this happened until I was looking into it. God. Like, this is such a shit show. No wonder they only made one and then folded. Oh, that was their only game. Not even like their only famous game. They literally only made LA Noire and then they didn't exist. So there is probably no better example of a one-hit wonder of games.
Yeah.
The only thing in the IP, the only game the developer made, that's it. Who wants to start us off? I guess not start. Who wants to follow up?
I've got a list here. Let's go with well, I made it the picture in the
Yeah, I was gonna say.
social media tweet.
It's already somewhat
Eternal
spoiled.
Darkness: Sanity's Requiem is an absolute banger of a game, with so many unique concepts. It's if a lot of people haven't heard this game. One, it came out on the GameCube. Two, it didn't sell exactly well. But basically, it is a game that takes place across multiple, like, centuries. You start playing as this woman who, like, I believe it was her grandpa just died, and she's like at his mansion, and she finds this book that talks about, like, oh, here's something that happened in the past, and so then you suddenly are teleported back to, like, ancient Roman Empire days, and you're this centurion who, like, unlocks some evil that is gonna destroy the world over aeons. And then, like, it slowly goes of, like, jumping through different timelines of, like, oh, now you're this woman in the 1400s, and oh, now you're this, like, Franciscan monk, and now you're this Indiana Jones type person, and, like, the whole thing is that, like, that's a cool mechanic in its own, and all the players play completely differently. Like, one of them is like a book nerd, and he has no combat abilities at all. Whereas, like, one is like you have a friggin' musket and you're just, like, blowing the heads off of zombies and stuff. But also you have a sanity meter, which is like the big cool mechanic of, like, anytime you see some spooky shit, your character goes a little bit more crazy. And if it gets low enough, like, certain things will start happening. And most of them are simple, like, the screen will, like, start shifting slightly, so it'll be, like, at an angle. But there are some that are, like, break the fourth wall in incredibly interesting ways, a la, like, the Psycho Mantis fight from Metal Gear Solid 1. There is one that will do the whole, like, you'll see, like, your screen's thing come up and the volume will just go all the way down. And obviously that doesn't happen, like, but the game's music turns off. There's one where while you're saving the game, it'll just say it'll instead of, like, the normal, like, do you want to save yes, no, it'll say, do you want to delete your data? And you'll naturally just hit yes, and it'll be like, okay, deleting all your files, and, like, you just sit there as, like, the meter, like, fills up, and it's like it'll then go back to the title screen, and you're like, what the fuck? And then it just, like, blinks back, and you're back at the save screen.
Yeah.
Just, like, really awesome shit to totally fuck with the player.
That's
and
cool.
this yeah, and it was so ahead of its time. And Chris pointed out before the stream, yes, this was made by Silicon Knights, who did go on to make other actually good games, but, like,
And then be
I feel like-
absorbed by Epic Particle.
yes, but there's so much meat on the bone with this game and the concept of the sanity meter. Unfortunately, they apparently patented that concept, which was something I found out in the Patents of Video Games video. Check that out on our YouTube if you haven't.
Because I know
But-
other games have done similar things, like Amnesia did a very similar thing.
Yeah, it's a thing where, like, you can get around patents in so many ways, and even if you do something that could actually, like, take legal action, a lot of people just don't want to do it because
Yeah.
it's a whole fucking pain in the ass to go to court for a patent. But it was such a cool game, and I wish we saw more stuff like it, because it was really dope.
You think there's a chance in hell it ever gets revived?
Maybe as a spiritual successor, otherwise no.
That makes sense. Prij, how about you,
But somebody
Sensei? Oh,
somebody
sorry.
could totally
Sorry,
do
you're
it,
done.
because there's nothing that's like, oh, this ties it to this game. Like, just make another cast of characters throughout another, like, set of time,
Yeah, that makes
and another unspeakable evil to be the enemy, and boom, there you go.
British, since I stole yours.
Am I allowed to cheat and go back to the OG?
I mean, I don't know what you mean. So yes.
Alexei Pajitnov.
Yeah.
The OG video game one-hit wonder. He
Yeah,
was
that
involved. He was involved with some other things, but Tetris is really the only thing that he truly is known for. Mind you, it's one of the most important things ever to be known for when it comes to video games.
I mean, I think that's definitely probably the biggest one-hit wonder.
Right?
Yeah, and fuck the Tetris.
If you want to be known for just one thing, it's probably making Tetris, but that's really the only thing he's known for.
What was the other Tetris-like thing he made? Was Weltris or Downtris or something?
Hatris.
Hexic, I think it was. It was something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He did make another game, Hexic. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some Tetris thing where you're like looking down as the Tetris things, like the
Super Hypercube.
maybe that.
It's a VR game where you it's Tetris but vertical.
Oh no, it wasn't that.
Mm.
Although I think that was.
Dan is saying Weltris.
It was Weltris. Okay. Man, that's a good pool.
That's the stupidest thing. Like Weltris, like you're looking down a well.
Yeah.
Is that why it's called that?
I'm pretty sure.
I hate that. That sucks ass.
That's awful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see this now.
That's terrible.
Okay, I see how it works. Yeah,
I mean, it does kind of look like a square well, so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh god.
Certainly didn't get the popularity that Tetris did.
Neither did Hexic.
Guess you could say that well ran dry.
Oh.
Why?
That joke was fine.
It was fine.
Fine.
It was
you
fine.
all I
wasn't listening to your joke. I was too distracted by the fact that the Weltris box art has a hammer and sickle on it for some reason.
I mean,
well, not for some reason.
Not for some reason. He's from. He was at the time in the USSR.
Oh, 1989. I figured this was like long after Tetris. No, this was like the quick follow up. Relative to Tetris.
Yeah, no, still.
Yeah, it's only 5 years. It's only 5 years after.
Still a wall in Berlin at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. USSR was technically still up.
It wasn't technically, it was still up.
Not technically, just actually.
Oh, Chris, fuck yeah, Infogrames. Sorry.
What the fuck?
That's Atari's name before Atari.
Oh.
It's awful. Infogrames.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
My first one hit wonder, and this one is going to hurt. It's gonna strike a lot of us right in the chest. Until Dawn.
Oh, that was on my list.
That was on my list too.
Not on mine, but you're right.
It's a great game. It is a cast that is this game retroactively got an Oscar and a Tony, which I find very funny because at the time of release, Rami Malek had not won his Oscar and Jordan Fisher hadn't won a Tony, but now they both have.
Oh, like the cast had. Okay, sorry.
I believe this game has an EGOT. Because
the people who worked on it.
I think Hayden Panettiere has an Emmy, the Grammy for Rami Malek's performance in whatever that movie was called, where he played Freddie Mercury.
Yep.
And then Oscar for the same, and then Tony for Jordan Fisher.
What the fuck? This game has that cast?
Yeah, it's got a banger cast.
It's got a really, really good cast.
It's got Hayden Panettiere, Jordan Fisher, Rami Malek. It's got other people that are like names you vaguely recognize when you see them. Like there's not really any nobodies in here. There's probably like one or two, but like out of the cast, they did a pretty great job. The game is good. It's a great remix of a lot of horror tropes. It's also just a really good version of the we're doing a horror game. We're having a cliche party. There's monsters. You're in this abandoned cabin. The phones don't work. There's a bunch of horny teens. Bunch of horny teens. Some of them are gonna die. It's a slasher movie. All the tropes rolled up into one. And they did a really good job of subverting a lot of those tropes and still making it a unique Hollywood slasher thing, while not actually just just doing Jason the game or Friday the 13th the game or whatever you want to call it. and then they went on to do Man of Medan, part of the Dark something
Pictures
anthology, the Dark Pictures anthology. Thank you. And then the one that's not Silent Hill, Little Hope.
Little Hope sounds right.
Yes. And they also made the VR game, which is real bad. And
it was fine.
Everything's pretty shit except like Man of Medan. It wasn't great.
No.
I didn't play Little Hope, but I heard it wasn't great.
It looked straight
VR
up bad from what I saw.
Yikes! The VR game, not good. So they made one absolute banger. I'm pretty sure I gave it Game of the Year whatever year it came out. It's awesome. I love Until Dawn.
It's incredible.
That's it. I used to want a Supermassive and Supergiant Games collab because the names are dumb. I don't need that anymore. I'm good. sorry, fam.
But think of the song that they would have put in there, though.
It would just be fucking "Oh Death" again.
Yeah, probably.
Which is in all of their games because it's in the public domain. You can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Really quick, Billa says, "Until Dawn." Have you guys heard the RTF? What is the RTF?
Return to form. Reward the fan. The company I used to work at that sucks and is now not a thing anymore.
I don't think they meant that. Real time fan dub.
No.
That sounds incredible, though.
Could be absolutely. I've got one that'll probably piss off a couple.
Okay.
StarFox 64.
Real quick aside, I gotta say, Weltris, weird game.
Welcome to our Weltris cast.
I am currently trying to play Weltris right now. Weird game. I'm not doing too well. I don't know if I don't know the button to rotate pieces or there is no button to rotate pieces. Very strange game though.
Prij, reporter in the field, please get back to us on how Weltris goes.
I will.
We're going to our man in the Weltris pit. It's Prij.
Back to my one hit wonder. That's StarFox 64. There has not been a good StarFox game before or since, and you all know it to be fucking true.
You did it to him. You simply did it to him.
That's pretty good, actually.
That hurts me deeply because I've tried so hard to like another StarFox game.
So have I. They're never good. It's just the one.
The rest of them are very 6 out of 10s. Or worse.
Wait, StarFox 64, fantastic game. Like it was great. The hidden tracks, the like different sort of endings you can get.
The voice acting
was both great and terrible. Has not been a good one since.
Joe in the chat says StarFox Adventures is a solid Legend of Zelda game. You're incorrect. I'm sorry.
It's fine. StarFox Adventures is fine.
It's fine for about half of it, and the other half is outright not enjoyable. But tricky, great character though.
Oh, where are we going? The shopkeeper in that game, he's great.
Shopkeeper is confirmed.
No. You pay this much.
Very good.
That's too low.
Very good impression.
Thank you.
That impression better than any StarFox game since StarFox 64.
Yes.
Damn.
I mean, they're all bad. I don't even like 64 that much. I owned it. I played it. At the time it was fine, but like, is it even that good of a game, or is it just the only flight sim that was out at the time that you could shoot stuff in space?
Okay. Well, you qualified it on me on that one. I was gonna say Pilot Wings. Excuse you.
Also, Rogue Squadron was roughly
Rogue
the same
Squadron
time period.
Yeah,
that's true, and it's a better game.
It is 100% better game than StarFox 64.
Wow.
That's
wow. I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying
the Rogue Squadron games are fucking good.
I agree with that.
And there was more than one.
And they were mostly all good. StarFox though had the one.
It's true. It's true. Hell, even F-Zero had more than one good game.
Yeah.
Two.
And Nintendo doesn't even want to acknowledge that series exists.
They won't even talk about the one good one.
Yeah.
Seriously, actually, that's a good point. Nintendo has tried harder with fucking StarFox than F-Zero. Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
Give
Captain
F-Zero
Falcon's
a
Smash
shot.
Brothers character.
Captain Falcon's
not-
a Smash
No, he's
character.
not. He's from Smash. He's not from.
I'm sure it's a
Stop
sales
asking
number
about
thing.
F-Zero.
I'm sure Star Fox has sold more copies than F-Zero.
I think it's that Nintendo doesn't see a reason to have 2 racing franchises.
I mean, they just know they can put in less effort and make more money off of Mario.
Yeah, Mario Kart's
So-
fine. That's why Diddy Kong Racing is also a one-hit wonder.
I mean,
It's
Mario
like,
Kart was also.
why would we have more when we have Mario Kart? Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart are the same fucking thing, and as far as
That's
Nintendo's concerned,
Lucha brings up a good point. They want that furry money.
That's
Can
also
only get
very
that with
true.
Star Fox.
it's
Yeah,
true.
they couldn't possibly create any other furry franchise.
Well, they just throw Sonic in the Olympic Games.
God damn it! I hate you for that joke.
No, they put rabbits in there.
Oh yeah, true.
Rabbits are not the same.
Rabbits
Anyways,
aren't as horny as.
I was gonna say
anything.
nobody's making Rule 34 of rabbits, but I'm not.
Sorry,
Let's,
I just
don't
had-
check it. Don't check it. Let's
I
not
just
check that.
had a brilliant idea for a Chaos Jeopardy category, and I'm just gonna say it right now.
Oh no.
Googling our names plus the hedgehog
Oh
Oh,
no!
and finding
that's
like
really
fan made the hedgehogs, and then blurring the names and trying to guess which one is which.
Wow, that's really good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
That's incredible.
That's unfortunately an amazing idea.
Yeah.
Zach the hedgehog real fast.
yeah. Okay.
Y'all keep
Is it-
going over here.
Is it my turn to talk?
Oh
again?
yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
I've got 2 I actually really want to talk about. Let's start with the developer Real Time Worlds, who made Crackdown 1.
Oh,
first
that wasn't a
Crackdown game,
Microsoft
which-
studio.
No.
Okay.
They then followed that up by making a game. Jesus God, this link, Chris.
Sorry.
Oh my
God.
God, this link, Chris. Well, guess I'm going to take a look at this now. Stop the show, everybody.
Oh God.
So that's what Zach the Hedgehog is. I'm gonna have to Photoshop this.
That's what Zach the hedgehog
Not
pops
shop.
up. It's from DeviantArt, thank God.
If you're an audio listener, just Google Zach the Hedgehog.
I hate that
Or-
it's
or don't.
lazy.
Or don't.
It's the
Or
one that's
don't.
also a vampire. This one's also very good. I'm now
Yeah.
done sending Zach the hedgehog.
Yeah. Oh,
The fact that there's
another one?
multiple that second one has a Twitter,
No.
which you better believe I'm fucking following
No. Okay.
and getting them on the
Oh my
show.
God.
Zach,
Okay.
your personas look great.
You know what? That's fair. I'll take that one.
Oh, the second one's got a Jesus necklace. Fuck yeah.
A
Oh my God, it
crucifix?
does. Why? Why does it
Anyway,
have a crucifix?
Do you not know Christian Sonic the Hedgehog? That's like a big thing.
I don't know. I
It's
don't
like an
pay.
early
Listen,
internet thing.
I pay zero attention to anything Sonic related.
There's like a weird overlap between like people that went to Bible camp and Sonic.
We don't need to
That
get into that.
tracks. That tracks.
For the sake of David cutting that section out, I'd like to talk about
Stand in.
Crackdown 1 and its developers, Real Time Worlds. They made Crackdown 1. Again, this game became immensely popular because it was included as it was sold with a demo of Halo 3, which, goddamn, folks, that's a way to get people buy your game. But I was one of those people. I bought it to play the Halo 3 demo, and I said, well, I bought this $60 CD. I might as well check it out. And it was really good. It's a great open world game, extremely fun with, you very quickly become extremely super powered in this city, busting criminals and whatnot. But very quickly, you can jump about 30 feet into the air. And from that point, this game just becomes you don't even care about playing the actual game. You just want to jump around the city and have fun, which is exactly what's great about it. That game had a ton of hype going behind it, and then they said, hey, we're going to make an MMO called APB.
Oh,
And nobody
God.
remembers that
I
game.
remember how it tanked and no one played it.
I remember like the groundswell and then nothing. It
Yeah,
just died.
It disappeared, and so did the developers. So sorry, Real Time Worlds. But hey,
Man.
Crackdown 3 happened last year.
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
It might have been 2019.
I mean, either way, that was a nothing burger too. So,
Yeah. Sure was.
So did Microsoft publish Crackdown 1?
Yes.
Okay, so they own the IP. All right, that makes sense. Prij, take us away from Crackdown. Happened.
Okay, so this one's kind of like they have one good series, but that's it. And maybe this is a bit of a stretch, but Media Molecule
No, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you already.
has only done Little Big Planet. And while there's more than one of those games and they're all good, nothing else has worked. They haven't done anything for 7 years. And yes, I know that Dreams exists. And yes, I'm acknowledging that
drag
Dreams
him
was
through
a
the
thing.
dirt. Jesus Christ! Well, I haven't done everything in 7 years, and I remember that Dreams happened. Jesus, Prij. I mean, I don't disagree.
Again, there are 3 Little Big Planet games. Admittedly, I don't know if anyone played the third one.
I haven't played.
I really only remember 1 and 2 getting any notoriety.
Have they made any like other than Dreams?
Tearaway. I mean, they made Tearaway and Tearaway Unfolded. But one of those is a PS Vita game, and the other one was a PS4 game, I guess.
I have not played a single Media Molecule game.
What? You didn't get deep into Dreams?
No.
That game that exists?
Dreams is at that point
that game engine thingy that exists.
Yeah, it's not really a game. No,
it's not.
It's a game.
They try to market like a game though, which is why it didn't work.
It's a game engine. It's like a cool thing if you like RPG Maker or if you want to make games for like a portfolio thing because its tools are easy enough to use, but it doesn't work. And I hate to say it.
If they would drop it on PlayStation Plus,
I can't believe they haven't. Can't believe they haven't dropped it.
And make it so. Hey, here's you can play some games, but if you want to make some games, you have to pay like $20 for the full version. I think that would turn things around for them. But
I just can't believe they haven't put it on PS Plus.
Yeah,
it's like it feels like what it's made for. So people can make shit that's only available on PlayStation.
Yeah.
That was the whole draw of Little Big Planet. People made like Mario Kart and shit.
Well, and people have I've seen some videos of like people making Sonic games that are probably better than any other 3D Sonic that exists because that's a low bar.
I have to say it's not hard.
I've seen like some driving games that look pretty cool. Like there's stuff in Dreams that is there and is good. It's just like there's no draw. Just Dreams, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're kind of right. Chris, what you got?
So this one's kind of a one-hit wonder, maybe for the better. But y'all remember fucking Prototype?
Oh, vaguely.
I remember.
Prototype was like the Xbox counter of I guess that wasn't even a counter. It was like it ran opposite the Infamous franchise, basically.
Yeah.
So like Infamous was you are Cole McGrath? You Lightning Boy.
Yeah,
and in Prototype you are some fucking Desmond Miles looking dude with like a parasite arm, which also is a blade knife and also a grappling hook. And you're like an edgy ass anti superhero bullshit, whatever the fuck. And I remember that game. I remember it came out. I think they made a sequel that tanked.
Yep.
And that's it. Nothing ever again.
Ooh, do you know who made that?
Radical Entertainment, which is the fucking laziest name I've ever
heard. Did they
make
anything else?
They made Prototype 2 and then closed. They made Prototype 2 and then got bought by Bungie and were shoved into 343.
Oh, wait, what? You mean Microsoft? Instead of Bungie?
They did the Simpsons Road Rage.
Did they? I take it
No.
all back. You're kings.
Yeah, Radical Entertainment, Ultron, and Fox Interactive are all listed as developers for that.
Huh, wonder how big
So
it is.
Radical actually has a lot of games developed, but there are a lot of like licensed shit. Like
Yeah, it looks like
Brett Hull Hockey and NHL Power Play 96. And and a game based on the movie Independence Day.
Oh, that could
you
not have been good.
And MTV Sports Snowboarding. And MTV Sports Pure Ride.
They sound very radical.
Sorry, you missed out on ESPN X Games Pro Border Jackie Chan : Stunt Master.
Wait, that wasn't.
Wait, okay.
Games?
Hold on, Chris. That is a shitty game you need to play with the subpixel people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm on it. Oh shit! Crash Tag Team Racing. That's actually not even. Oh! They made the terrible Scarface game.
Oh, okay.
We should play that.
So they made shitty license games and a few good racing games, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then Prototype.
Yes. And then Prototype, and then they got bought, and then they contributed to Destiny in some capacity.
They're listed as a support team for Bungie in creating Destiny.
Yeah, it looks like they got bought up and then shoved. It's I guess they got absorbed by Bungie somehow.
Interesting.
Wait, this is on.
Did you find something, Britt?
Yeah, but Prototype, don't miss it. Infamous was the better franchise.
It looked like at some point they were going to develop a game based on the Bourne franchise. It got canceled. It got canceled. Obviously, they were set to make a game based on the Bourne franchise called Treadstone. That's kind of awesome to me.
Treadstone.
I'm surprised there wasn't like a good Bourne.
They also canceled Scarface 2.
I wonder why.
A sequel to Scarface.
He comes back.
Sorry, I saw the movie. Which implies to me that in the game Scarface, Tony Montana doesn't die, which isn't how fucking Scarface works.
Maybe
they only make it
It's like a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah,
no,
what?
I'm joking.
Spoilers for Scarface.
Oh God. The first game ends with him saying, "Say hello to this little end," and then the game ends. That joke was bad.
That was
really
horrible.
bad.
Jesus
I'll accept
Christ.
my punishment for that one.
That was pretty bad.
Okay, I want to bring up a game that I actually really like that not enough people, and that is Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs was a fantastic GTA clone that had like an actually good martial arts system. Yeah, I mean that's really the whole thing.
System.
The what?
It wasn't just the Arkham system. It was a slightly more complicated version.
No, I haven't played the Arkham. But like
Assassin's Creed.
Then why you say Arkham? Assassin's Creed was
well, everything uses the same system. Like Arkham perfected it, and then everyone copied it to a fucking T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But dude, like, listen, Sleeping Dogs made by United Front Games. The only other game of note they made was Mod Nation Racers. It's like
it's a good game.
It was fine. It's like a PlayStation kart racer. All right. That's really all they did. They made Sleeping Dogs, and then they just supported other studios making other games, including the Master Chief Collection when it released. And we know how the Master Chief Collection at release was a fucking shit show. Probably had to do with why they didn't get to work on that anymore, and 343 took over. They started a sequel to Sleeping Dogs called Triad Wars. It was like supposed to be like it was basically supposed to be GTA Online, but
that was like an MMO. Yeah.
And then that got canceled and they closed down that year. So sad. They made one really good game. Sleeping Dogs, honestly, still good now. It goes on sale for like $2 on Steam. Pick it up and play. It's fun. That's it. I really wish
That
someone
game's
would pick that
awesome.
up.
Dog Eyes is a fuck. And
Yeah, Dog Eyes is a fuck.
one of the side quests features my favorite thing where someone's like, "Who is that guy?" And the protagonist Wei Shen responds, "Wei Shen, motherfucker, who are you?" And it's so awesome because it's so out of nowhere. And the guy's just like, "Whoa,
Okay.
this guy's hardcore." That game also has like measures how badass you are, which is
Yeah.
what every game should do.
Measures how badass you are and has some actually like good story choices that you can make.
Yeah.
Fantastic
And you can date
game.
Emma Stone. That's not a joke.
True, you can date Emma Stone. I don't know why that's in the game, but it is.
It's very weird.
It was a weird thing.
Wait, just to be clear, Emma Stone playing a character in the game or actual Emma Stone?
Emma Stone playing a character named Emma.
Wow, I'm fucking in. Wow, how did I miss this game?
It's a great game.
I really hope someone just like purchases wherever it's floating and make because that I'm down for.
Oh, does it need? I mean, like, is there something so strong to set it to that IP, or could you just do another like martial arts GTA?
I mean, the
You could
thing
do
is,
another
it's
martial
set-
arts sheet.
It's set in like legit Hong Kong,
Yeah,
so
right.
they don't own Hong Kong.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. It had, if I remember right, the story left a very open door for a sequel. Like it was one of those endings that doesn't need
It
a
was
sequel,
planned,
but
right?
would benefit from a sequel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was fine without it, but it was open ended. So I would like.
It's honestly, it's like it's in that orbit around GTA that like Saints Row exists in.
Yeah.
But like it's also in the Venn diagram of like GTA Yakuza. Like in the overlap is where Sleeping Dogs lives, and it's like it's a small range. It's like squeezed in. Help!
Would you say that's where Sleeping Dogs lies?
Okay, you know what? That was pretty deep.
Okay, he's back, folks. He's back.
I'll give you that.
Which
one.
that is why it is named that. But I don't remember how that fits into the
I don't
story at all. I don't think it does.
I don't remember.
It's a bad title.
Should have let their Sleeping Dogs lie. I don't know. He riled them up.
Oh, I think it's because
Maybe
you
Wei
like
Shen's
rile
sister
up
would be
the
The
Triad
dogs.
in it.
Is there an enemy or a character who would have better been left alone that you annoy? Because that's all you
Dog
really
eyes.
need.
Well, there is Dog Eyes, but he's not the main bad guy.
Also, Dog
he
Eyes
does-
is such a good name.
I was going to say the
also a
opposite.
fuck.
Dog Eyes is kind of a bad name.
Oh, I think it's so good.
He's such a shit heap. The first thing he does when he shows up is say, "Sorry, your sister's dead. She was hot though."
Oh my God, Dog Eyes.
That's literally how this character is introduced.
Yeah.
What a fuckhead.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, Dog Eyes.
Dog Eyes is kind of a fuck.
Wow, what a move.
Zach,
hate
what
it.
you got?
All right, this is the last one I have for me. God Hand.
I don't know this.
How are
game.
you gonna? Do-
Here's the thing. This was made by Clover Studios, who became Platinum Games. It's not like a not known studio. God Hand was a game that was extremely divisive at the time. IGN actually gave it a 3 out of 10, which people were pissed about, but
Rare
they've
score from
since
IGN.
recanted that. Yeah. Yeah, right. At least just give it a 7.2 or something. But it's a third person beat 'em up with so many like weird, interesting mechanics. It almost feels like they just threw a shit ton of mechanics onto a third person beat 'em up that don't belong in a third person beat 'em up, and made it like weird and campy and like it almost has like the Yakuza series energy to it. Of just like some shit's like way too serious, and then some shit is like one of the like second bosses. I think is like you fight a literal gorilla. It's so ludicrous and has all of these like interesting mechanics. Your character basically is like a shonen anime protagonist. Like you're dodging like bullet punches and shit like that. But like the skill ceiling on the game, much like a lot of like really good games by Platinum or third person action games, the skill ceiling is really high. So once you figure it out, like the game is incredibly replayable, especially for a single player only game. It did some really unique stuff, and a lot of people are really dedicated to it, much like Eternal Darkness that I mentioned before. But nobody's ever gone back and made a game quite like it. And it, I part of me is just like, why? Because I feel like if somebody launched a Kickstarter right now and said, hey, we're making a game that is a spiritual successor to God Hand, that would get funded pretty quickly, I think.
Huh. What makes it a one-hit wonder? Because it sounds like Chris had it too.
It's so unique as far as like.
Okay.
Chris, you had it as well. You know the glories of God Hand.
Yeah. It had a combat system that was very advanced and unique for the time period, and focused a lot more on like reactionary, like the essence of CQC, Snake, combat, as opposed to like it's because like I guess at the time the only like big like stage fighting we had was kind of Dynasty Warriors, where you're clobbering, I don't know, 100 dudes at once. Whereas this is very similar to like 1 to 2 dudes is like a genuine like, oh, I have to actually like think about this and like fight them. Absolver has a very similar combat system to how God Hand works.
Interesting.
This was also Shinji Mikami's last joint before he swore he'd never work with Capcom ever again. Because I think they didn't promote it properly, and he's like, I hate Capcom, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it didn't sell well.
Yeah, that's really it. No, it did not. It was not marketed like at all.
No.
I mean, the Beyond Good and Evil game.
Speaking of one-hit wonder games, Beyond Good and Evil. David, do you want to tell us why that game's good? Because nobody's played it.
Okay, it's not a one-hit wonder. There's a sequel coming.
I got one.
Is there?
Allegedly.
I got one. Speaking of punching stuff,
Sure.
Asura's Wrath.
Oh wow!
For those of you that don't know, that is the game by CyberConnect. CyberConnect does one thing really well. They make anime games. They made all the Naruto games. They made all like your fucking One Pieces. They made. Did they make DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi? That could be the case. I'm not certain.
I wouldn't shock
They
me.
made. Like all that's their whole thing. They made They made DBZ Kakarot. That was somewhat recently. They made that Demon Slayer game. That's apparently good. I don't know. I don't watch anime anymore. They made Dot Hack, which is like Dot Hack is probably one of their biggest franchises because Dot Hack is an amazing franchise, and it also pioneered what would be like the sword art like you're stuck in the video game genre.
Isekai.
Yeah, I guess it's all isekai.
Yeah, the video game isekai. Yeah.
And then in 2012, they were like, "Hey, you know what? We do adaptations real well. Let's adapt. I don't know, the Parable of Asura, the demigod. You know, from Hindu culture. Yeah, let's do that. So it is a space opera epic." Yeah, that's right. Where you play as the demigod from the Hindu and I want to say Buddhist mythologies, Asura. And you beat up space.
Good.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
But time for space to finally get what's coming to it.
and guess what? It's fucking sick.
Asura's not even like a single god.
It's
a class of beings.
I don't know. Yeah, dude. I don't pretend to know. I know that the game kicks ass and is rad. And I know that one of like all the moves have dope names because I know one of them is just a big punch and it's called Fear God. Which is so awesome.
Great. That's fantastic.
Really
and yeah, I want. Here's the thing: whenever you're a game company and you do something out of your wheelhouse, I want you to go out of your fucking wheelhouse. I want you to sprint as far as possible from your wheelhouse, plant a flag, and be like, "This is the thing I'm doing now." So if you make anime adaptations, you can take some of that with you, but you have to go to Hindu mythology and also add like Gundam space battles to it, where like thousands of people are dying with every punch.
Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of cool. I might need to check this out.
I highly recommend the opening cutscene because it is like Gundam cartoonish levels of like it fires a laser which splits into like 700 lasers, each hitting a thing and all of them exploding at once.
That's my jam
Ooh.
right there. I might
Yeah,
go watch
do like that. Do like that.
It's like a game very similar to Final Fantasy 13-3 that has like a casualty number in the billions.
Fucking
Oh
Christ.
wow.
Prij, you got any left?
I was gonna say I think it's 2D World has only done World of Goo and hasn't done anything else.
Mhm.
I know people
Oh.
I know people generally enjoy World of Goo, so people have been very surprised that they really haven't done anything else because that was a fairly well received game.
Did they do The Maw as well? You guys remember The Maw?
Nope. Don't know that.
No.
I mean, I call it
no,
leather,
was... Shut up. No, sorry, that was by Twisted Pixel Games.
Oh, they've done a few things.
Who did Explosion Man?
Yeah.
Explosion Man. That's a game.
I had a few others I'll just note here. One along the same lines of World of Goo, the Stanley Parable. That guy has not made another game.
Didn't he do
one of the two
Beginner's
people
Guide,
has.
which was like weird?
Yeah, I thought they had made another game, but like it was like more of a experience kind
There's
of thing.
two people that
that's the
made
Beginner's
Stanley
Guide.
Parable. One of them has done literally nothing else. The other one is part of Crows, the studio. I shit you not.
Caw-caw!
And they made like an
that's such a good
accounting
name.
game
Okay.
and some other stuff. So
Okay.
they made the Stanley Parable. This is what they made.
Fair.
The other one I wanted to bring up for me and Chris is Spec Ops: The Line, Jaeger Studios.
Oh yeah,
They haven't
are
done
they still
yeah.
around? Or are they disbanded?
Yes.
I feel like they'd be disbanded.
No, they still exist. Like they're working on something that's in early access and no one. Yeah, they're working on
I
something
haven't-
called The Cycle.
Oh, I played The Cycle. That's it's like a weird asymmetric battle royale. Where the goal isn't to kill everyone else, it's to do like odd jobs in a time limit. So like you'll drop and there'll be like 100 quests basically. Like go collect this resource, go kill this epic monster, go hunt these things, go do this fetch quest, and whoever gets the most by the end wins.
Okay, so that's why that didn't kick off. All right.
It's
So
on Epic Games. It's not that good.
we've got The Cycle, Dreadnought. Also haven't heard of that. It's like a space combat
Is that
thing.
the space MOBA? Yeah, that was supposed to be good. I don't think it ever came out.
And then it's out. It's a thing. It exists. And then they also made a game by the name of their studio called Jaeger. So they made Spec Ops: The Line. That's really the only thing. And another one I want to bring up who have made a fuckload of games is CCP Games of EVE Online fame.
CCP
Hey, man.
stands for CC's Pizza.
Yeah,
God.
great. Better
Yes.
pizza, better ingredients. EVE Online. Here's the thing, and I thought about doing a similar thing and saying the Magic the Gathering department at Wizards of the Coast. But when you make one thing that makes you so much money that you could kill God and no one would mind, that's when it doesn't matter. You've gone beyond one hit wonder. You've ascended to like one hit deity status.
I mean, yeah, like
it doesn't matter.
they're one hit
One
deity
hit
or whatever, but they have made like 10 games, only like
In the
half of
EVE
which have
universe.
anything to do with the EVE universe. No, they made a bunch
Oh,
that
okay.
don't have anything to do with EVE.
Hmm.
They're nothing. Like they made EVE. That's their game.
That was good. That was good build up. Oh fuck.
And the other one, which is just a close to the heart game for me, Skies of Arcadia, made by Overworks, a studio that is owned by Capcom and eventually fused into them. Also famous for, and I use famous very lightly, Sakura Wars 3 is Paris Burning. That's the full title of a game.
No.
Nice.
Guru
I'm sorry.
Guru Onsen
Excuse you.
and Dragon Treasure.
Sakura
is
Wars
Paris burning.
Paris Burning. Has Splatoon happened yet?
This was way before Splatoon.
Then yes, Paris is
no, but it was also before Notre Dame.
But yeah, they
what
made
a great freaking name. Is Paris like just like an actual question? Is Paris burning?
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
it's the
question
question
that- it's a
marks
question
there and
that-
everything.
It's a question that it makes you go, well, is it?
I now want to play the game to know.
Exactly. I
Well,
want the
did Paris
answer.
burn or not?
Also,
Like-
what does this have to do with the Sakura War?
Does it have anything to do with the Salt Iron War? The Salt Iron War. Is it raining in London?
put up the big text with the spaces between each letter. Is Paris burning? I don't know. Is Terry Bogard French?
Okay, so it's okay.
Are
It's
you
very
okay?
simple. A Japanese naval lieutenant goes to Paris to train a new group of fighters who combat supernatural threats, and
Radical.
they cover as a cabaret act in Paris while training.
Amazing.
That is the start of the synopsis for Sakura Wars 3 is Paris burning.
That's just such a good title.
Hold on.
Listen,
Hold on.
I'm not gonna
full
lie.
Full playthrough.
This company
amazing.
sounds horny as fuck between
What
Sakura
kind of-
Wars and Guru Guru Onsen, which
This is a visual novel.
As the Paris division grows, Paris is attacked by a group of black magicians dubbed the Paris Phantoms. Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, the Paris Phantoms are revealed to be controlled by the clown Salou,
No, you lost
sorry.
me on that
the
one.
last of an ethnic group who communed with Paris's dead and were hunted to near extinction.
I
All right,
forgot.
all right.
Before Overworks, the developers of Skies of Arcadia were consolidated into WoW Entertainment. They also worked on Sakura Wars 4, Fall in Love, Maidens.
Oh, okay. No, this isn't a visual novel. There is a recent visual novel called Sakura Wars. I was like, what is this game? How does it take place in Paris? How does it involve like fighting the supernatural? And why are we not currently doing a full?
Well, to be
play?
fair, the actual game though does incorporate dating sim and visual novel elements, but it's a
Full
tactical
playthrough!
it's a tactical
Fair.
role playing game
It's
first.
fair.
Oh my
See,
god.
I don't. This company,
Oh,
they were
come on, for
working on
Dreamcast.
Sakura Wars
Damn.
at the same time as they were working on a sequel to the PlayStation 2 game Shinobi, which is a game about like fucking killing people. So,
That's a
Shinobi's
choice.
rad.
like, that's such a dichotomy. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Okay. Sakura Wars 3 is Paris burning. Coming soon to a Save Data Team stream near you.
God. Are we actually gonna play this now? Is this a thing?
I think we should do like a full. We should do the voices and everything. This looks amazing. We should actually do
Be my
that
guest.
12 Sentinels game. No, the voices. I thought.
Oh, 13
Um,
Sentinels Aegis Rim? Yeah.
I need to play
That's-
that game now that I
that's
have a
called-
PS. Now
I
that have
picked
a
it up.
PlayStation.
I plan to play it. If you want to do a stream for it, let me know.
Is it on PC?
No.
No.
PlayStation.
Ugh.
Which
If it was
is,
on PC, I probably would have already played it by now
yeah, surprising.
because it looks absolutely like my jam.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only PlayStation 4 and PS5. Run.
The chat's saying play it, so
Play it.
All right, maybe we will. I think at least 3 of us want to, so that's how we do gameplay right here.
Yeah.
3
Hey,
people.
I want to, and I
Yep.
already bought it. So,
I want
and
to.
I have a capture card, which is also required.
and you,
for
and you
this.
have an Elgato.
that's most important.
I got a couple more.
Go for it. I was just.
I don't,
Uh,
but go for
These
it.
these
Feel
will
free to rapid
almost
fire some more.
certainly make people angry.
Really
Um,
quick before you say that. Trading Finance, thank you for following.
Oh,
thanks.
shit, nice.
Appreciate it.
This one's kind of like a by choice, but the team that made oh my god, I can't think of the Kanawa Shoujo.
Oh, yeah.
Four Leaf
Four Leaf
Studios?
Studios, yeah.
Which,
Yeah, that mean like they chose to not pursue more games, but man, what a shame because Kanawa Shoujo actually kicks ass.
that was
As we
Fox. It's very good.
As we talked about in our hidden gems.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Very fucking good.
the meme game that could. This next one, look, someone out there is gonna say, no, they had that game, the other game. You're wrong. Hi-Res Studios
Sounds familiar.
sucks. They made the Tribes franchise, Rogue Company, and most importantly, Smite.
Wait, the Tribes people made Smite?
I had no
Yes.
idea. That's crazy.
Yes.
What?
Um,
Wait. So what's the wonder though?
It was Smite because it did do good.
It did
And
do
like
well.
even if it's a bad game.
Yeah, but did it do that well?
Here's the
Hey,
thing.
it was the most popular MOBA on consoles.
It was the third person MOBA.
Does that mean anything though?
Yeah, I
No.
know.
I mean, listen, Smite
it was
exists.
the only MOBA to do something genuinely
I was
different.
gonna say Smite exists, and Paragon and Battleborn and all those other related ones don't. So it did
That's
something
true.
right.
Fine.
Now
I still think the word wonder is playing a lot of weight there.
that's fair.
That's
I just
fair.
want to dunk on Hi-Rez because they are such a talentless company that they can only remix whatever the most popular thing is. No, fuck off. They made Tribes, which is just Quake again. They made Smite,
No,
which
Tribes
is just League
is
of
a
Legends
different
in third
game.
person. Whatever. It's just fast shooter. They made Paladins, which is just Overwatch again, and then they made fucking Rogue Company, which is just GTA Online.
Wait,
and
is it?
and they made
Oh yeah.
and they made Realm Royale, which is just fucking Fortnite. This company only
Okay,
rips off the popular thing, changes two things, and says,
I'll give you everything except Tribes, but the
Fine.
rest of them were all correct. So I don't disagree.
anyway. The other one-hit wonder I have is Mass Effect 2.
Oh fuck you. That's just not accurate.
One
Yeah,
sucks
it was
because it
bad.
aged out terribly. 3 is a bad game.
3 is not a
2's the
bad
one-hit
game.
wonder.
3 is a
Yeah.
good
3 is
game
a
with a
pretty
bad
good
ending.
Also one honestly doesn't age that badly. I played it several
I
years
recall
after
it
it came
being-
out,
The
and it honestly
shooting-
wasn't that bad.
The shooting and resource mechanics nowadays are fucking terrible.
That thing in 3 where you had to play like the co-op mini game thing to like amass your forces. You remember that?
Yeah, but that all really just tied into
That was
the
the
ending,
worst.
which
No,
is
no,
why
it
I
was-
just said
it's
the
all-
ending sucks.
I don't,
but
I
the
don't
rest
think
of the
it
game
even.
is good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's a game that could have been good, but it's covered in bullshit. How very Mass Effect of
No,
them.
I think it's a good game. It's literally just the ending sucks.
Actually,
and the
how very
multiplayer,
BioWare of
if
them.
you got the multiplayer and actually played with people, it was pretty fun. Not gonna lie.
I played it, I can't recall. Yeah, like how good it was. I'm sure it was fine.
It was dumb that you had to play it to get the like true
That's-
ending or whatever.
That's
but
the worst.
they fixed that too, so it's like, they patched that out shortly after.
Oh, and Boss Key Games for whatever that fucking game was called. It was
Did
the,
they
what's
have
the
a
shooter?
successful game?
No. It was a flop.
Yeah,
So
Radical
there
Heights. You're
was
thinking of Radical
zero hit
Heights.
wonders.
Sure, Radical Heights. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh no,
Thank you.
sorry. Radical Heights was the battle royale they made to try and keep their company afloat. I can't remember the name of the other one.
Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's Cliffy B's studio. Yeah,
Mhm.
You
yeah.
can shoot backwards.
Here's the thing. Boss Key Games, Boss Key Studios, is it? A great
Bosky
name for-
Productions.
Great name.
God,
Great
their,
name.
their logo sucks.
There's a reason
doesn't
Game
it?
Maker's
I can't
Toolkit has a series called Bosky. It's a very good name.
Hmm.
I think that's all I have.
I mean, I jokingly wrote Mo Yang on here, but
I would
I
have
mean,
until last year.
It's the Tetris thing.
They made Minecraft Dungeons, which is actually like a TC. So
did they actually make it in house?
that's
Whatever
an
happened to
in-house.
Scrolls? Scrolls.
It's like
Until
you
like
could say
last
Riot,
year.
but
No, they have
actually
good
made another
games
game
now.
yeah.
Valorant
2
and-
years ago, you could have said right.
2 years ago, you could have said Riot or Mojang. Both would have worked. The only other one I had written down is kind of mean, and I don't want to. So
Say it. Come on.
Say
Get 'em.
it.
Thomas Was Alone.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to say it because I love Mike Bithell, but that's the only game of note he is.
The only game to be
Well,
as important as that.
Yeah,
one,
it's
for
like
sure.
it's the one hit wonder because it was his hit that made him big.
It made him a name, and then
And then
last
his
year he
other
did
games
the-
have done like perfectly fine. They've been profitable. He makes money. They're good games. It's just they haven't
He
been.
did the John Wick Hex. Was that him too?
Yeah, that was him too.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just
there's a lot of
wasn't
those
big.
like you could say the same thing for like Toby Fox, for example, who it's like one hit wonder technically because the next
Yeah.
thing hasn't come out yet.
Nothing.
Well, no,
nothing will
he's done a
ever-
bunch of stuff since Thomas Was Alone.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Toby Fox will. I will also say this on the record: will never make a game as big as Undertale. Period.
No, of course
But,
you won't.
that being said, I am excited for Deltarune whenever
Yeah,
it
I mean,
actually gets.
Biffle, I think, could make a game as big as Thomas Was Alone. I think his studio definitely has. It just hasn't happened yet.
Ben Esposito doesn't have a hit for us to say one hit wonder. Scott, he just has dank memes.
That's the Donut County guy, right?
Donut County sold a lot of copies.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it was also a free Epic and PlayStation 4 PS Plus title.
I missed all the free ones.
You know that moved sales.
Oh, 100%.
And then he's got that Switch game coming out with Steve Bloom.
What did you link again? Oh, but that's
the fucking
Boss
Boss
Key
Key Productions.
Yeah, that's a
logo.
really
It's so
bad
ugly.
logo. That's horrible. That's worse than our logos. Both.
It's
Wow,
even the previous one.
It's such a generic. It feels like they literally had nothing and just put a key in the middle and just to get it out. We need something.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Could've made-
Such a
could've made a way
shame
better name.
Lawbreakers didn't work. Such a shame.
Oh, my heart bleeds for him.
My heart bleeds for Cliffy B.
Mine does not.
Somebody get this man a flash drive.
I think. Okay, chat says Untitled Goose Game. They haven't had enough time to make it. I'll give them.
That's
Yeah,
that's the same thing as like your Toby Foxes or whatever,
Yeah.
where it's like give them time because House
Or-
got together for that game.
Or like
Done.
formerly Matt Makes Games, now I can't remember their name, the Celeste team.
Oh,
yeah.
like exceptionally okay games or something like that.
Yeah. Their name is a bit annoying to remember. It's funny, but it's like there's too many adjectives. What was the other one? Stardew Valley is another one where like he's making other games.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to be good.
This argument works for anyone that has released a game by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I wouldn't say that about oh God, what's his name? Did The Witness?
Guy do Braid. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
literally the same game. Because he made 2 games.
That's for.
We also didn't
This is the guy.
mention Fez and Phil Fish.
I didn't mention Fez because Phil Fish was just kind of an ass.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's why he didn't make a second game.
The studio's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
I guess it still
openly
counts. It's still a
openly
corner.
said, "Hey, I'm never making another game again because I hate gamers."
Yep.
Which, you know what? I felt that.
Power to him.
Indivisible and Skullgirls both separately because the
That's not how that works.
Damn.
well, I mean, but like Skullgirls will continue because they managed to get the license. Indivisible's actually dead.
Yeah,
Because
but
Mike
it's like,
Z's a fucking
that's not a
tool face.
one-hit wonder. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's not getting a sequel.
Yeah.
But all right, I think that's gonna do it. Anything
Yeah,
to
I think
plug,
we
y'all?
talked. Be on the lookout this week. I got another video essay that should be done coming out next week on environmentalism as a theme in Zelda, or not Zelda games.
I mean,
in Nintendo
also
games.
Zelda games.
I mean, yes, it does talk about Zelda games for sure. There's a ton in there, and why it is such a major theme in Nintendo games, but in a lot of Japanese games in general. That'll be coming out soon. Chris, I believe you should talk about the project again.
So sometime next week, possibly Monday. We need to settle on a time with when
Mhm.
Jason is available. But myself, Zach, and Jason are going to stream some. Honestly, I don't know the order of what we're going to do. We'll either be revealing the hashtag secret project first and then playing some games afterwards, or flip that. But yeah, we're gonna play probably a Pokemon Nuzlocke. We're gonna fuck around in that, do a little bit of JRPG action for you guys, and we'll probably do it kind of similar to how we do Ace Attorney, where we'll read all the quips and do shtick for 45 minutes while Jason sits there with his encyclopedic knowledge of Pokemon and Zach plays it, and I'm also there. But look out, that'll be Monday. I mean, look, the bread and butter is the secret project, which if you're a Patreon patron, you know what it is. If not, you should support us on Patreon so you can check it out, and you get to be in it, which is extra cool.
Yeah.
So tune in next week for that. We'll keep you posted in the stream schedule thing, but I would expect probably we can do it right now. The demo's ready.
We don't have a stream set up, so we won't.
Or Jason. We don't have Jason.
Or Jason.
We
Prij,
need a
anything
Jason.
for you to plug?
Nope.
All right, well, I got nothing else. So, as usual, if you're listening on podcast services, please rate, subscribe, whatever is available for your platform. Helps us immensely. Share it with your friends. Helps us literally more than anything else. And we'll be back every Thursday at 7:30 with Around the Monitor, and every other Friday 7:30 for Save Datacast.
Do not forget every Wednesday.
Sorry, and every Wednesday, Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer.
Hey, they know.
Listen, if they're watching this show, they know about Ace Attorney.
I've monitored the stream. I know how many people are aware of that stream. If anything, you should be telling them to show up to these.
We try.
With that, that'll do it. Thank you all for watching. This has been the Save Datacast. Have a lovely weekend. See you next time.
Goodbye.